Today is Tuesday, September 3rd? 2nd. What's the 3rd? 2024. We are at the Livermore Road South parking area in Waterville Valley. Going out to do the Tripyramids today. Up the north slide, down the south slide. Should be about 10.5 miles. And yeah, there's 3 other cars here. One person just got here at the same time we did, and I think that they're doing something with rock climbing because they had like crash pads with them and not a pack. I don't know. I expect it to be pretty quiet today. Temps are in the upper 40s right now, and I think the summit temperatures were going to be like low 50, like 52. So it's going to be feeling a little fall-like. I'm looking forward to it. Should be nice and dry, and yesterday was dry, so I think the slides should not be an issue. And we're off. It's about 8:30, so we are starting to get into the open part of the slide. The sun is right above us, which makes for terrible photography. And we've been climbing up the bottom of the slide through here, which has been really easy going today. Sometimes it's wet in the morning just because of like dew and it doesn't get the sun in it, but it's remarkably dry and grippy, so that bodes well. And I think the trickiest part of the slide is this part coming up. And once you're past this, it becomes less slab and more like talus. And it's just, you have to watch your footing more, but it's not a fall danger. So we're just gotta get through this part. And we're getting behind, I'm kind of over now, the Osceolas. We had a little glimpse out back there, but we'll have wide open views once we get a little higher. We're out now on the talus kind of section. We're getting some views now of Tecumseh. I didn't zoom in at all, but Tecumseh looks super close. Moosilauke behind that, the Osceolas. Kinsman's behind that in the distance. Franconia Ridge. And I think this is Mount Kinkomagus right here in the front. Over here is Kerrigan. And then to the left of that would be the Hancocks. They're kind of being blocked. And I can see the side of Webster, but when we get a little higher, we'll have more views out that direction, and I'll zoom in. There's looking down the slide. And then again, the sun is in the way. All right. It's been really easy climbing today. Nice and very grippy. And it's also not hot, so that's nice. All right, we are at the first of the 2 cairns. So there's a cairn right here. And then, I don't know if you'll be able to see it because of the way the sun is, but there's a cairn right up there, and that indicates where you go into the woods. The trail turns. Looking out. I'm as zoomed as this goes, but we had nice views climbing up of the presidentials. You can see Willie behind Kerrigan. Hancocks. Behind the Hancocks are the twins and the Bonds. We've got Garfield right in the center sticking up. Franconia Ridge. Cannon and the Kinsmans. The Osceolas right here. Moosilauke and Tecumseh. And the wind is getting chilly now. I might put a layer on. This is right at the top. Where you go into the woods right there. We're up on Middle Tripyramid. North Tripyramid is viewless, although there's a little bit of a spur out that has a view to the presidentials, but it's you have to stand on a rock and put your arm over your head unless there's a lot of snow. So I took a couple pictures there, but there's really nothing. And then this is the view on Middle. We've got Chicorowa and the Sisters and Passaconaway. And then on this side, there's actually a view down the trail, just 75 feet or whatever. There's a clear view out. Oops, let me see if I can get it here to Tecumseh. All right. So the real views on this are when you're on the slides. We're going to head over to South now, which is not a 4,000 footer. I think it's over 4,000 feet, but it doesn't have the prominence, I believe. So we're going to go down to the call between Middle and South, and then up to South, which is a wooded summit, although it's pretty sparsely wooded, so you kind of get peak of views out. And if there's a lot of snow in the winter, you get nice views as you walk over there also out to the sides. But next real views will be as we descend the South Slide, and we're going to stop and have lunch over there. This is the trail between Middle and South Tripyramid. It's one of my favorite sections of trail. I don't know what makes it different. It's just beautiful. Lots of ferns. And then there's some sections that have lots of moss. The trees are not too tight, so you can see the blue sky around you. It's not steep, the footing is good. I don't know, I just love it.
That's pretty.
Yeah. Not every trail in the White Mountains is a bed of rocks.
But most are.
Most of them are. The ones that go to 4,000 footers generally are, because they've just had a lot of erosion. So maybe that's what saves this section. I don't know, it's beautiful. We are sort of near the top of the South Slide. We stopped and had lunch because it's a nice flat rock with a nice view. This is looking out at Sandwich Mountain straight ahead. Lake Winnipesaukee is very visible to the naked eye, but I think because of the haziness, it doesn't show up so well on the video. It's not super hazy today. It is a little bit hazy. And then right over here, right in here are Welch Dickey. And then looking down the slide, we saw two hikers that came up Pine Bend Brook on North Tripyramid, and then we saw two hikers and a dog coming from Sabaday Brook Trail over towards north, and that's it. It's just a beautiful day. Perfect weather to sit. You're not baking. There's a light breeze. Oh, John has the butterfly on. He's got a green comma. It's been on his hat for like 15 minutes.
Apparently there's some salt on there.
Oh, there's something it likes. It's got its proboscis out, feeling around. I'm literally like 2 inches away from it. Okay. So we're just gonna head down the South Slide now, which, as you can see, maybe it's kind of like big slabs interspersed with loose gravel. And it's not super fast going, at least for us, because I'm very careful on that. That loose gravel is what will get you every time. You'll just slide right out. And we're gonna go into the trees briefly. The slide gets it's a little bit revegetated, so it will open up more, because you can see a lot of vegetation on this now. It'll open up a little bit more, and then it will close in totally, and then it opens up again underneath. And we're gonna, I can't see it from here. Do you see the Kate Sleeper? There's an intersection with Kate Sleeper.
I would think it was right there.
I think it's right there too, but I can't see that new sign.
There used to be a sign that was...
Yeah, there was a prominent sign that they put in last year, I think. I believe it's right down there because we're partway down the slide and we haven't passed it yet. Kate Sleeper Trail intersects on the left. That'll take you out to Whiteface. And if you go that way, there's a couple additional slides. So Kate Sleeper will cross another slide that looks just like this. I think there are 3 or 4 slides along here. If you read Steve Smith's blog, Mountain Wandering, you will hear about those slides because he visits them a lot. I think there might be one other slide off to this side too. In any case, there's a lot of slides on North and South Tripyramid that are off the beaten path.
Middle?
I don't know of Middle having any. Do you?
I don't know.
I don't know of any. This guy is just chilling. Look at him. Anyway, it's been a really, really nice, relaxing, clear, easy climb up the north slide.
Saw very few people.
Very few people. Also, at the top of the north slide, we decided that instead of taking the trail off into the woods, we would try to do the bushwhack from the top of the slide, which people accidentally do. Although once I've done it, I don't really see how you could think that's a trail, really. You'd have to be
It's a solid herd path, though. There are some cut trees in there. So it's,
oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice any.
Yep.
So we took that, and it was definitely a little bit of pushing through. I mean, you could see the herd path. Like the footing was clear, but it was overgrown right at the very beginning. So there was like a little bit of a push through for like 15 feet. And then after that, it was quite open. And somehow, right at the end, I did not pop out on north. John did. I ended up popping out like 30 feet down the trail. I don't understand what happened.
You took the bypass.
I mean, there was a lot of herd paths, apparently, once you got close to the summit. Yeah, look at him. He's got his wings folded. Okay, enough chatting. We're gonna pack up our stuff and head down. We are back on Livermore Road, about 1.7 miles from Livermore South parking. Easy.
Yep.
Nice day, beautiful day. Quiet day. Just saw one other hiker heading up South Tripyramid, but other than that, I haven't even seen any people walking their dogs or anything out here. So 5 people hiking the Tripyramids today, and we've decided to not do any little side trips like Norway Rapids, which we've already gone by, or Big Pines, which is coming up. Big Pines is definitely worth it, though. I always recommend it. If you haven't been out to check out the Big Pines,
They are big.
they are big. And you know, they're not going to be around forever. So just go out and see what old growth pine tree looks like. It's pretty cool. There's like 4 or 5 of them right in one little area. And it's only like 0.3 from Livermore Road, and I think it's 0.3 up the road to get there, so it's a little over a mile to go check them out. All right, and this hike should come in around a little over 10.5 miles, but a lot of it is 5 miles of it is like this, walking on more than 5, I think. So there you have it. Tripyramids.